Hiya, and welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. We have a brand new waifu, a brand new place, and housing that actually looks like it provides a purpose instead of just being purely cosmetic. I might be wrong on that, I know nothing, but ultimately I wanted to get excited with you guys and talk to you guys about the future that we're going to eventually be in. It says right here, September 15th is when this is going to be, it says coming soon on September 15th. Well, that's just confusing. So we get an update? We get an update on September 15th? Okay, well, it's hopefully coming this month at some point. That'd be dope anyway. But first things first, it does look like the next banner character after Frigg is going to be Claudia, who looks absolutely fantastic. I'm not the biggest fan of her weapon. I'm sure it's overpowered. It just looks like a giant machete, machete katana thing. And I'm kind of like, nah, not entirely into it. But I do think she's one of the coolest looking characters in the entire game, looking like this badass general. Gives me a lot of vibes from the darkest anime. People are gonna yell at me for like, oh, the darkest. but one of the darkest and most depressing anime ever, Akame ga Kill. There's a waifu who looks like that. She is in white instead. Anywho, same general vibe. I'm sure it's in other shows too. Video inbound if you should pull or not, going through her potential. In fact, there might be like a lo-fi version of that and like a hardcore version of that, for where I'm just looking in the grapevine of seeing what she can do and then making another video that's like, oh no, this is what you should actually be thinking about in terms of other options to come. Anywho, yeah, expect that video coming down the pipeline. We also have, as you guys can see, a brand new area with a new boss. That means that there's going to be matrices, and also with how generous every single like island is, I would imagine this one's no different. Tons of wishes, tons of challenges, tons of just things to do all around for you to explore, and honestly just get a lot of pulls, because again, this game is insanely rewarding and makes exploration feel really, really good. It's not like, oh my god, a basic ass chest hidden behind the most complex puzzle that's gonna take me 20 minutes to figure out. I may just be stupid, but you know, still not great. It's like, no, here's a wish. Oh, you didn't, you blinked, here's a wish. It's like, oh god, geez, thanks. Also, there's a new boss, and again, like I said, a new matrice. I think it's Claudia's probably, which just make the most sense. Also, if Claudia is not the next banner character, what is happening? Are we playing magic tricks where it's just a complete subvert expectation? Although I really, really hope Callbout B is on the pipeline somewhere, please. Close. I need my DPS. It's rough out here. Anyway, also the new boss looks sick. Looks like it's an airborne enemy. That should be, you know, a nightmare but to deal with, but still. Anywho, let's talk about the thing that I think is the most exciting, the absolute most bang for your buck, which is the housing system. Now, I don't know a lot about this, and it'll be interesting to see if anyone who has CN understanding of if this ever came out over there and what it looks like. But to me, just on a surface level, it looks like, okay, we get housing, we get a acreage, a plot of land, a home. You guys can see it in the backdrop right there. And we can basically set up various things on that acreage, I imagine, for currency and like level up material, which actually sounds awesome. I haven't actually had the urge to go around and hunt rocks, but if it meant I could build a house, I would consider doing it. But if I could build a structure that provides me that resource or money or matrices or armor or a fodder that is used to level up your armor or advance your armor, sorry, that's what it's called in this game, I would totally build those things, especially if you could build them early on and they provide you a service. This is something that a little game called Genshin didn't ever do, where it was always purely synthetic, with the exception of like it can give you a currency in which you could buy from a store. But no, the idea that you could build a place that literally is home to a bunch of weird AI fun little cute creatures that harvest food for you, that sell your stuff to give you money, maybe, whatever it could be. I think it's probably going to be a way for you to have resources building in the background, and also another point of investment, man. This game just has like, hey, do you want to do something? Here's like maybe like a month worth of effort, or for some crazy streamers, maybe 3 days, you know? And I'm not even, I haven't made a dent in the game, my guy. The idea that we're like, and there's more. I'm like, yes, baby. Keep it coming. Oh shit, I don't know, let me know what you guys got. Maybe I'm overhyping the housing, maybe it is simply cosmetic. It just is, it's weird to see a bunch of your little kind of robot pals like putt around and do things, especially when they all have different styles. Like one was like pumpkins, so I imagine you could harvest pumpkins in this area. I don't know what the extent of that is, and I don't know what the upkeep is on that as well. Do you have to run around and harvest seeds? What a pain in the ass. If that's the case, do you just literally get to set up something and invest a lot of your resources into something that is basically going to pay you back in the future if you're consistent about coming in every day and grabbing the harvest from your, of course, acreage home? I don't know. I hope that's the case. I'm very excited. I love building things that feed my future self, essentially. Things that make me feel like efficient and like I'm constantly gaining something from it, having invested into it. That's what we call a good investment. But alas, super excited for the future. Would love to hear what you guys are thinking about it, if you guys are excited about it, as well as we have made a video the other day, which is basically how to get stronger in Tower Fantasy. I went a little bit buck wild, to tell you the truth. I went a little bit hard in the paint in going over every conceivable step. I probably need to make things just helpful enough to where they don't dip into the like boring monotony of explaining every scenario. I'll improve, hopefully, but hopefully you enjoyed that video. Check it out if you haven't already. It just goes over the mechanics in which you should invest in if you find yourself lagging behind when it comes to power. Thank you kindly for your time. Hope I can see you again, and I will continue to cover the game a lot. Also, this is a random shout out to our streams in which we play a lot of Tower Fantasy. Come by and say hi. I would love to talk to you. Bye.